Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The counteroffensive, the Ukrainian counteroffensive started in southern Ukraine. It seems to the Ukrainians, but they're not very direct in saying that, because in case they do not advance, which I don't think they will, then they will say, well, we didn't start it yet. I think they leave a back door so they can run away. That's my poor interpretation of the situation. The thing is, they claim they started bombarding, or at least shelling, the Russian positions in Zaporizhzhia Oblast. So we have an article from Ukrainska Pravda from today, July 13, 2022. This is the title: Russian soldiers deserting due to Ukrainian artillery fire. Zaporizhzhia Oblast Military Administration said that. The Russian Federal Security Service, FSB, is looking for deserters from the occupying forces in Zaporizhzhia who are hiding in basements and abandoned buildings, looking for a way to leave Ukraine. The source is Zaporizhzhia Oblast Military Administration. So those guys know what FSB does regarding those guys who are hiding in a basement. They already know they're hiding in the basements and in destroyed abandoned buildings. All right, so quote, according to the information from Ukrainian intelligence, units of the FSB of Russia are searching for deserters from the occupying forces on the territory of the temporarily occupied Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Details: the number of soldiers who have left their units due to the threat of artillery strikes from the armed forces of Ukraine is increasing every day and is currently about 60 people. The military administration added that 51 instances of shelling of the positions of Ukrainian defenders by the occupiers were recorded over the past 24 hours. The Russian army has been using tank weapons, rocket and tubed artillery along the entire front line. The entire front line. So who's attacking? Can you tell me? Nevertheless, background information. In June, the Chief Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense released an audio recording. I don't take the audio recordings into consideration, because the audio recordings are, someone says we recorded those guys talking and here's the recording. No, those are the easiest way to fake something. That's why I don't even read it, because they're so how should I put it, in the intelligence community, let's put it this way, in the intelligence work, you don't really take that as an evidence coming from the other side, because how are you going to, for instance, that's one reason why you can correlate it. You're gonna hear, hey, my name is John. How are you? Hey, my name is Michael. I'm doing all right. What's going on? Man, these guys shelled us last night. We couldn't do anything in the bathroom. We couldn't do anything with any ladies of the night. We couldn't drink any vodka. Oh, really, man? It was that bad? Yeah, man, it was tough. But these Ukrainians, we are scared of the Ukrainians. Are so tough. So if this is a recording, it's Michael with whatever that was, George, Tom, whatever. Oh yeah, that's, and then you say, well, that's the evidence. Tom who? What? And they can give names. They can give, Tom Jones and, I don't know, Michael Jackson spoke, and they're from the Unit 118 Brigade and 543 BC or BS dash 55, I know, guerrilla fighters. I'm just, this is, but anyway, let's go to this. Deserters. Yes, deserters are everywhere and in every army, more or less. That means each army sometimes has more, sometimes less. It depends on the situation. In this case, yes, they are. They say what, 60? 60 on an army of what? They claim they invaded with about 150,000 people. That's really minimal. But nevertheless, that's the duty of doing that. I don't see what the big deal is about the forces, secret forces, security forces looking for those guys. Yes, you're looking for them. As Ukrainians look for their deserters. Oh, you said Ukrainians do not have deserters? Ah, okay, my bad. Then only the Russians do that because they are very scared of the Ukrainians, so they desert in mass, like 60. So nevertheless, as I said, is a and yes, some people break down with the artillery shelling, with bullets flying, with noises, explosions, all these things affect people's psyche. That's normal. So they try to make it like, look, oh my God, the Russians are fleeing right now. Well, some of them are, but I'm pretty sure some of the other ones are too. But we don't hear about those guys because the free mass media, the corporate mass media, doesn't allow us to really get the information from the other side. And for some reason, those guys are tight-lipped, the Russians. We don't hear about this kind of, I don't have access, or they're not, promoted this kind of information. Oh, the Ukrainians ran away. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing because that's the way the war is fought. With false information, with disinformation, and all that, so you can, disperse the enemy's armies and work on their psyche and destroy them psychologically. That's normal. And on the same time, make your army and your fighters, supporters, feel strong about it and all that. Normal psychological manipulation. That's always it has been done and will be done. And yes, armies fight on drugs or certain kind of drugs. Here they call them prescribed medication. Over there, probably prescribed medication by the Armed Forces Ministry of Defense, blah blah blah. But that's how it is. I saw some articles and some videos on. I didn't watch them. I just saw the title and had some conversation with some friends about, hey, did you hear that actually the Germans were fighting on high on methamphetamine or something, or on amphetamines, not methamphetamine, amphetamines in the war and this and that. I said, yeah, what about the other ones? What about the other ones? No, they were not. They were clean as, it's been like this in the First World War, it was the Second World War, and some people need that. They need to muster some courage, or otherwise they will just go back and get shot by their own, tribunals or, military court-martialed anyway. So, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, don't desert, and as I said, always be just. See you later.